You guys asked me over 100 questions. So I picked the questions I typically avoid. Relationship, family, tattoos, all of it. Let's talk about it. Over a few months ago, I made a YouTube post and I said, hey, ask me some questions for a future Q&A. And boy, did you guys deliver. Today's that day. Today's future Q&A day. Let's get into it. The first question I'm about to read is my most asked question. I get this question all the time, whether it's in a Q&A or just a random video. So let's answer it. Do you ever visit family and friends, stay in contact? Do you desire companionship? As far as my family and friends, I've said this in the past and I'll just reiterate it. I will never, talk about my family and friends in detail. I'll never have them on the channel. If they want to put themselves out there for the world, they can do that, but it'll never come from me. Social media is a brutal place, and I've experienced the good side of social media and the bad side. When things are good, things are really good, such as you guys. You guys are amazing, my community. I appreciate your support more than you know, and I try to tell you guys that as often as possible. But there's a bad side to social media, and when it's bad, it's brutal. It's unforgiving. And it's anonymous. And so people, when they are anonymous, they are emboldened to be even more harsh, even more cruel than if they have to show their faces and all of that stuff. And so because of that, I've opted to have strict boundaries when it comes to my family, as far as any details or anything like that. So what I will talk about as it relates to my family is what I've said about them in the past, and I'll just reiterate it in this video. As it relates to my siblings, I do have siblings. I have a brother and I have a sister. I am the youngest out of the bunch. My brother, like me, he was in the military. And as for my parents, my father, he passed away 3 years ago. So that's all I'll say about my family, because that's what I've said in the past. And like I said, I'm just reiterating it now. Now, as for the second half of your question, do you desire companionship? The best way I can answer that question, as of now, I'm just doing me. I'm still working on me, trying to better myself each and every day, trying to correct, my mistakes and just grow and be a better person. And so with that being said, I don't desire companionship. I just want to continue to live a good life and try my best to be a good person, to be kind, because kindness is free. And you never know what people are going through. And so I keep that in my mind every time I cross paths with somebody, every time, I make eye contact with somebody. You never know. So as far as the companionship thing, no, just working on me, doing me, and continuing to try to be a good human being, a kind person. All of those things are free. Good question. Next, can you explain what inspired your tattoos? This is my second most asked question, and I get it all the time. Talk about your tattoos. I like your tattoos. What I will say is I like how you put inspired. What inspired my tattoos, 99% of my tattoos on my body were inspired by personal experiences. The good experiences and just the bad experiences, the hurtful experiences, the painful experiences. That's where a lot of my tattoos were, that's what inspired a lot of my tattoos, was just those types of experiences throughout my life. What I will tell you guys, and I've mentioned this before, there is just one tattoo on my body that I regret. I don't care. I'm screaming it to the rooftops. There should be a law that if you want to get a tattoo on your lower back, or as we called it back in the day, I don't know if you guys still call it that, but back in my day, we called it a tramp stamp. There should be a law. If you want to get a tramp stamp, you have to be at least 25, because I feel like at the age of 25, you're old enough to know, okay, this is what I want. Your impulses should be not 100% gone, but like 90% gone. And you should, be a little more mature to make more rational decisions as it relates to things that are permanent on your body. Guys, I regret the tattoo on my lower back. I think I was 18 going on 19 or just turned 19. I cannot stand the randomness, the ugliness, the why and the why did I get this tattoo. Guys, I will never ever show it. I will take it to my grave. The only people that have ever seen my tramp stamp, the hideous, horrible, are my family and friends, those that are close to me. I absolutely despise that tattoo on my lower back. And every time I have to be forced to look at it, I'm like, what was I thinking? It's so random. It has no meaning. It doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm not gonna get into it. You got me going down this tattoo spiral, but guys, I like the question. That's what inspired my tattoos, but I do have just this one tattoo that I just don't want anymore, and I just cannot even believe I got it. And that is the one thing that I regret doing to my body, is the tramp stamp. I don't care. Yes, I regret it. Next question. Being by yourself, have you ever felt unsafe during your adventures? I can think of two situations. There are many, but there are two that come to mind. The first one is when a guy attempted to break in my van because I was dumb enough to chill in an empty parking lot by myself, a big parking lot. Thinking back to it and reading your comments on that video, the guy probably was high, but he did attempt to break in. He shook my door handle. He tried to get in, and it wasn't until I cranked up my car that he took off. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, I would have done this. Why didn't you do that? I can tell you right now, you don't know how you're going to react until you're put in that situation. It's easy to say what you would do as an outsider looking in, but when you're actually in that situation, it's different. Now that I have more experience living on the road full time, I will never put myself in that position again. And even if I was in a situation where someone attempted to break in, I would handle myself a lot better. I was new at this. I think I was in year 2 of living on the road or coming up on year 2. But when I tell you, I will never do that again. Chill in an empty parking lot. What was I thinking? And then the next unsafe situation was when I was traveling through Louisiana, and I had been driving all day and I was exhausted and I could not drive another mile. There were no hotels around, none of my usual spots where I would usually try to stay at, casinos, none of that. It was just this one rest stop / truck stop. When I tell you that I felt so uneasy and I didn't feel safe at all. But I stayed there because I knew in the event if something happened to me that I could protect myself. That is the only reason why I stayed. But I was so tired. I just could not go. But given the factors of what I had to protect myself, I was like, if someone tries to break in, then it is what it is. We're gonna, I'm gonna defend myself. But Louisiana, I still have PTSD, and I don't use that word lightly when it comes to that rest stop in Louisiana. And again, it was just one semi truck looking sketch, a couple of sketch vehicles. The lighting was off. Just the whole look of it just did not look right. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was scared, but I just mentally could not drive another mile. I was that tired that I put myself in that situation. I will never do it again. I plan better. Now, again, this was during that time of my first 2 years of driving on the road full time. So I did put myself in a lot of unsafe situations that I would not do now that I have more experience. I plan better. I plan way ahead. I'm not as sporadic when it comes to my travels. But yeah, good question. Next question. Do you ever bring anyone with you on your travels? What is the best dish that you've eaten while traveling? How was your flight to Japan? I've never brought anybody with me while I travel. It's just me, solo dolo. Next part of your question, what is the best dish you've eaten while traveling? I can't pinpoint to just one dish. Every region or every part of the country or world that I've been to has its own flavor, its own unique spin, its own taste. So I can't just pinpoint to one specific state or one specific country. That's a hard question. How was your flight to Japan? Long. It was long. Oh my gosh. It was so long, guys. If you ever go to Japan, just make sure you have some ebooks, some good music, wear some compression socks. And if you can afford it, maybe do Comfort Plus, or maybe try to do like a Delta One where you can lay down, you have a bed, because baby, it is long and it's a lot. But it's worth it because Japan is just a lot of fun. I loved my time in Japan, so it was long, but it was worth it. Good question. Next question. Can you do your top pros and cons of being a solo nomad and traveler? I'll just give you one of each. So my top pro for being a solo nomad / solo traveler is that I can go where I want, when I want, for how long I want. I don't have to negotiate with somebody. I don't have to compromise. I can just do me. And to me, that's the best. But there's a con to that. And the con is decision fatigue is real. There have been times where I'm just so mentally exhausted and stretched that I wish I had somebody traveling with me who could make those decisions as to where we're going to go next, what we should film, think of ideas for a series, or just have somebody take the wheel and say, hey, you've been driving for X amount of hours or X amount of days, let me take over and I'll drive the next X amount of hours or X amount of days. So it's a catch-22. I love being solo, but at the same time, there are times when I'm just mentally and physically exhausted from making decisions on where to travel, how long to stay, what to film, series ideas, and just driving. So it would be nice to have somebody to take the wheel or work with, so I'm just not so stretched thin and drained. So yeah, that's one pro and one con. I like that question. Next question. Have you ever thought about where you might settle once you're done traveling? Will it be in America, or have you thought about living in another country? I have thought about a few places that I would like to settle down once. I wouldn't say once I'm done traveling, because I'm going to continue to travel until I can't travel no more. And whatever that means is what it means. But I have thought about where I would like to have a home base. I'm not going to say the region, the area, or the states just for my protection, but I have thought about it. And I'll kind of extend on your question a little bit, because I did get a few of these questions as well for this Q&A. I am actively looking for land. Whatever states I go through, if I see that there's some land that I might want to take a look at, I'm open to taking a look at. Have I taken a look at any land in person yet? No, I haven't. Have I done research online? Yes. So at some point, as I'm traversing and traveling and exploring these states, whatever state that I come to, if there is a region or area where I'm interested in land, I will do a detour and take a look at it, but I won't film it on YouTube. I won't bring it up, again, for my privacy and my safety. And then the other part of your question is, will it be in America, or have you thought about living in another country? I've gotten this question a few times as well. It'll be in America. I have no desire at this point in my life. Who knows what the future holds? Seasons change. My mind changes. Who I am is constantly changing and evolving. But at this time in my life, I have no desire to live overseas. Everything right now will be in America when I finally decide to get a home base at this point in my life. But who knows what the future holds? Good question. Next question. Does it scare you if someone recognizes you? If I ever run into you, I want to say hi, but not frighten you. Do we just wave and get your attention? That is such an adorable question. No, you can please come up and say hi. I love meeting you guys. I've met so many of you, and I love the fact that our conversations are different. Everybody is different. It's a different vibe, and I enjoy meeting each and every one of you. So please come up and say hi to me. I enjoy meeting you guys. You're like family to me. You are my ride or die supporters. You guys rock. So please, I've been recognized out in public. I've had many of you come up and say hi. I've taken pictures. It's fun. So no, you don't have to. How would that work? Know me. I'm just messing with you. That is just so cute. What did you say? Do we just wave and like get your attention? And then you put this little emoji at the end. No, you can, whatever's comfortable for you, but do come up and please come up and say hi to me. I would love to meet you guys. Next question. Have you ever considered traveling to my country of New Zealand? I've gotten this question a couple of times in the Q&A thread as well. Yes, New Zealand is at the top of my list. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. I heard it's a fabulous and beautiful place to come visit. So yes, I will be coming to New Zealand one day, Lord willing. Yes. Next question. What tips can you give to women to stay safe while alone in a new city/place? I'll give you my top 3. Number 1, tint your windows and also have window covers. The tint gives you that extra layer of protection, right? If people cannot tell that, if people can't see inside your vehicle, they're less likely to attempt to break in. I'll say it again. If people cannot see inside your vehicle, they're less likely to break in it. Why? Because they don't know who's on the other end of that door, right? But if you don't have tint on your windows and you just have window covers up, that's an indication that 1, someone lives in there, and 2, there's valuable things in there. So they're gonna watch you. They're gonna watch your vehicle. Now you made yourself a target. That's just how I think. So first and foremost, if you want to do this, if you want to live on the road, full-time or part-time, tint your windows. It's an amazing investment, and get window covers on top of that. Because I'll say it one more time. If people cannot see inside your vehicle, they're less likely to break in it. Number 2, research the area that you're going to. Even if you're driving on the road and you need to pull over for the night and hunker down, just do a quick Google search of the city that you're going to be in, or the state, or the area, so you know what you're getting yourself into, and you're not pulling over and hunkering down in the lion's den. You always have time. Don't say, well, I don't have time, I'm exhausted. Make time. Be prepared. Research the city or the area in which you plan on hunkering down for the night, so you know what you're getting yourself into. That's very important. Number 3, always tell somebody where you're at. If you have a close friend, a family member, a coworker, somebody that you talk to that you can trust, tell them where you're at, what city you're in. Hey, send a quick text. Hey, I'm hunkering down for the night. I'm here. So if something happens to you, they know your last known location. Always make sure someone knows where you're at. And I'll add a fourth one, which is also important. Have protection. Whatever you're comfortable in carrying, whatever you're comfortable in having in your vehicle, have protection. Not only for your vehicle, but for your person, for you, when you get out of your vehicle. It's a cruel, it's a dangerous world we live in. It's unforgiving. There are a lot of people nowadays that lack empathy, and that's dangerous. So make sure you have something to protect yourself with. Not only something that stays in your vehicle, but also when you get out of your vehicle, it's on you as well. You have something on you to protect yourself. And whatever that is, have it on you and keep it in your vehicle. Don't just be out here, living your best life, willy-nilly, traveling the country in no means or form to protect yourself in the event that something goes down. Be prepared. It's a crazy world we live in. I make it look easy traveling the world, and I make it look carefree, but guys, there's a lot of thought that goes into it when I travel, a lot of decision fatigue, a lot of scenarios that I play out in my head, a lot of research, because I need to make sure at the end of the night when I hunker down that I can leave in the morning and I'm breathing and I'm alive. And I think about that, and no, I'm not paranoid or being over dramatic. Times have changed. People have changed. So you must change as well. Good question. Next question. Any Africa trips in the future for you? Yes, of course. Africa is one of those places when I go to visit that it's such a massive continent. I need a game plan. So I'm actively researching areas and places that I want to go and see. And so it's going to take some time, but Lord willing, I will be able to visit Africa at some point in my life. So yes, definitely, it's in the future for me. Next question. And with this question, I'll just answer the last one because the first two questions I pretty much already answered in this video, but the last one I think is a really good question. And that is, how much longer do you think you'll be living on the road like you're doing right now? I don't know. It's a good question, but it's also a hard question. I'll say this, as long as I'm healthy in all aspects of my body and my life, meaning as long as I'm healthy emotionally, physically, and mentally, I'm going to continue to do this. And right now, I'm healthy emotionally, physically, and mentally. Everything's a go, everything's a-okay. So for now, I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. But as far as, how much longer will I be doing this? That's a hard question. I don't know. That's, I don't know. As long as I'm healthy enough, I guess that's the best way I can answer it. And right now, I'm healthy enough, so I'm going to continue to do it. Final question. I know this is a little personal, but I'm still going to ask. Would you consider dating/marriage someday in the future? If so, what would be your type? My goodness, that is a very, very deep, straightforward question. What I will say to your question is that I never wanted to be married. Marriage was never an option for me. And as far as dating, I'm just doing me right now. Just trying to better myself, live a peaceful, quiet life, and just purely exist. So yeah, dating's off the table. I'm just doing me right now. But that's it, guys. That is all for the Q&A. You guys asked a lot of great questions. Thank you to all of you who participated. I hope you guys got some of the answers you were looking for, but the video ends here. I'm out. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Peace.